sense of duty is legendary. He has a duty to his father, his wife, his brother, his kingdom, and even to his enemies. His decision to go into exile for 14 years is perhaps the most striking example. He could have fought for his right to the throne. The people loved him. The army was loyal to him. But he chose to uphold his father's promise, a promise made under duress. Why? Because for Rama, his personal happiness was secondary to upholding the integrity of his family and the principles of Dharma. This wasn't a passive acceptance of fate. It was an active choice. He took responsibility not just for his actions, but for the very fabric of his society. This teaches us that true freedom doesn't come from shedding our responsibilities, but from embracing them with a full heart and a clear conscience. When we act from a sense of duty and love, our actions cease to be a burden and become an expression of our highest self. Now, let's consider the character of Rama himself. He is often called Mari, the Purushottam, the ideal man who operates within the bounds of propriety and righteousness. He is the perfect son, the perfect husband, the perfect brother, and the perfect king. But does this mean he is without flaws? This is a point of much debate. Some of his actions, like the trial by fire for Sītā or his later abandonment of her, are deeply troubling to a modern reader. And this is exactly where the philosophy gets even more interesting. The Ramayana doesn't present us with a simple, perfect hero and ask us to worship him blindly. Instead, it presents us with a complex character grappling with the impossible demands of his Dharma. These difficult moments are not flaws in the story. They are the very points of the story. They force us to ask difficult questions. What happens when our different duties conflict? What is the price of perfect kingship? Can one person truly fulfill every role perfectly? The story doesn't give us easy answers. Instead, it gives us a framework for thinking about these moral dilemmas. It shows us a consciousness striving for perfection within an imperfect world, and in doing so, reveals the immense complexity of the human condition. Rama's struggles make him more relatable, not less. They show us that the path of Dharma is not easy, and that even the most evolved consciousness must face moments of profound moral crisis. One of the most beautiful philosophical themes in the Ramayana is the idea of integrity. Integrity means wholeness. It's when your thoughts, words, and actions are all in alignment. Rama is the embodiment of this principle. His famous motto is Ragukula, Ereti Savitali, Ipranaji Paravakanana Jiba. The tradition of the Raghu clan has always been that one's word is kept, even at the cost of one's life. This isn't just about keeping promises. It's about being true to your own inner self, your own conscience. When Rama speaks, his words have weight because they are backed by the full force of his being. There is no gap between his inner state and his outer expression. This is a state of complete psychological and spiritual coherence. In a world where we are constantly encouraged to present different versions of ourselves on social media,